First down, Cowboys.
There we go. Watch the slant.
Draw play, Elliott. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13. Now Prescott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Marr on for the extra point.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense, but when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
You see it? No, it ain't.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he'll take it down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. From the gun, it's Jackson. Snead's got it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, Jackson. Got him in. It's Brown. And they're going to be settled down around the 15-yard line. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home. And they're taking the ball away in coverage as well. I
love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
To throw is Jackson. Roberts has it. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
John Harbaugh going to roll the dice. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Check 26, check 26, check 26.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Prescott from the gun. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. From the shotgun again to Elliott. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 42-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Prescott. It's caught. Cooper. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. A gain there of 21 yards. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
He did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game, and boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Play action. It's Jackson. And he's got Snead. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. To throw again is Jackson. Caught by Snead over the middle. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. And
he goes, Pete. He about to tap out. He about to tap out. He about to tap out.